Graduands, guests, colleagues, I declare this ceremony open. Please be seated. As Director of Marketing and Communications, I welcome you to this graduation ceremony for students from the School of Social Sciences. I'd also like to welcome the family and friends who are joining us from around the world via the NTU live stream. Welcome also to the recipients of the Vice-Chancellor's Award, Richard James Mitchin. It's a pleasure and a privilege to have you with us. Graduands, I want to begin by congratulating you on your achievements. In particular, all of my colleagues and I want to acknowledge that you've had a tough time with significant periods of your time with us disrupted by COVID-19. Nonetheless, you've come through the challenges that you faced, showing considerable resilience and resourcefulness along the way. These are qualities which will serve you as you navigate what may be uncertain times ahead. Graduation is a very significant day for us, as much as it is for you. It's the moment when we come together to reflect on your academic accomplishments and all the other incredible things that you've done during your NTU journey. No matter which programme you've just completed, foundation, undergraduate or postgraduate degree, professional qualification or apprenticeship, your talent and determination have laid firm foundations for the next stage of your life. However, no one completes this journey alone. I invite you to remember now all those who've supported you along the way: families, friends, course mates, professional services staff and academic tutors. Please join me in thanking them with a well-deserved round of applause. These ceremonies also give us the opportunity to reflect on the university's world-leading research, our commitment to ensuring our graduates are equipped for the world of work, and our ever-expanding network of international partnerships. I'll highlight just a few of these. We remain the most popular destination for UK undergraduate students, and we're now the 5th biggest university in the UK based on student numbers. We've won major national awards for the quality of our student support and our contribution to social mobility. We remain one of the top 5 most environmentally sustainable universities in the world. Our research has once again won a Queen's Anniversary Prize. We had the most improved score of any comprehensive university in the recent Research Excellence Framework. Yet some of our proudest achievements can be found in the result of our student surveys. Thanks to all of those of you who completed the National Student Survey or the Postgraduate Taught Experience Survey in recent months. These surveys gather opinions on the quality of your courses, providing valuable insights into what we're doing well and where we might further improve. In 2022, NTU's overall student satisfaction stands at 81% in the undergraduate survey and 84% in the postgraduate survey. We acknowledge that we have some way to go to get back to our pre-pandemic peak of 89% in the National Student Survey, but we're still a long way ahead of the sector average. In both surveys, 86% of our students would recommend others to study here. That's really encouraging, and thank you for recognising that enabling our students to succeed is our top priority. The School of Social Sciences exemplifies our ambitions. It doesn't have a single point of focus, nor a defining discipline. Instead, it's a community comprising thousands of different voices and ambitions. It's made up of teachers, paramedics and psychologists, of nurses, sociologists and students of national and international politics. It's a school characterised and sustained by its diversity, but one whose members all share a common bond, a pressing need to improve society. The school believes in combining cutting-edge theory with hands-on practice. As your career progresses, remember that those two things are not exclusive. They should work in tandem and inform each other. A practitioner, a police officer, forensic psychologist, or social worker, for example, can still theorise about their profession. That's how lasting, meaningful change can be delivered to individuals, families, and even entire communities. That's the philosophy of the School of Social Sciences, and one that reflects the duties of a modern university: to enrich, to empower, and to connect globally. Class of 2022, I hope you enjoyed today's ceremony. I now invite Head of Teaching and Learning, Kevin Love, to read the names of today's graduands, and Vice-Chancellor, Professor Edward Peck, to confer your degrees.
I now invite the stewards to bring forward the first group of graduands. Vice-Chancellor, the following have qualified for awards from the School of Social Sciences. Master of Arts degree in Social Work, Mohammed Sanusi Adams. Victorine Anhold. Jessica Bergmeyer. Jemima Dayton. Joanne Draycott. Yvonne Ndifo-Fru. The next student also receives the D2N2 Teaching Partnership Social Work Academy of Excellence Award for the best overall student performance. Matthew Gabriel. Michelle Maguire. Stacey Nelson. Lindiwe Nsingo. Melanie Smith. Elena Brown. Hayley Cunningham. Shireen Sabir. Louise Shaw. Postgraduate Certificate in Career Development, Jake Hampson. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in Health and Social Care, Shannon Anthony. Alice Argent. Leah Baptiste. Abby Breton. Chelsea Keller. Lucy Clark. Felina Coker. Rebecca Craig. Cheryl Duba. Nadia Feintufen. The next student also receives the prize for Best Dissertation. Ella Foster. Maggie Gibbs. Eleanor Gillott. Asha Gobera. Sarah Growock. The next student also receives the prize for Best Dissertation. Jenny Hatfield. Ethan Hoddle. Alexandria Hoffman. Jennifer Hooker. Zoe Hooker. Sophia Hughes. Naomi Mbende Matondo. The next student also receives the prize for Best Dissertation. Anthony Rose McLaughlin. Shamila Mishi. Ashley Mugan. Rawail Nadim. Anita Onwajuba. Camila Patel. Catherine Russell. Janice Salmon. Shanampreet Sandhu. Amy Simpson. The next student also receives the prize for Best Overall Student. Abigail Stanley. Lauren Stone. Tiana Williams Beecher. Jodie Woodward. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards to the first group of graduates from the School of Social Sciences. I am now pleased to present an award to a member of staff who has excelled this year. It seems that you don't need me to tell you that this is Richard Machin. Richard is receiving the Vice-Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Teaching, which recognises and celebrates inspirational teaching at Nottingham Trent University. Colleagues can be nominated by other colleagues or by alumni. Winners of this award have demonstrated that they create memorable, positive learning experiences, embody their discipline, practice or profession, and have a transformative impact on their students. I'm proud to present this award to a senior lecturer in social work and health, social work, care and community. Richard was nominated by a colleague and a former student who spoke of the many ways in which he embodies professional integrity, compassion and resilience in his dealings with students and colleagues alike. Feedback from students shows that Richard's impact on the course was obvious from the outset. So inspiring is his teaching that his area of study is now the most popular option for final year dissertations. As course leader, Richard has been a steadying influence through the turbulence of the past year, communicating tirelessly with students, not just through email, but by dropping into seminars to feedback on actions taken to address their concerns. The colleague who observed Richard's teaching session shared with the panel that his was a very compelling and interesting lecture, which made use of a range of sources from the complex to social media tweets. By asking important questions and obtaining their feedback, the students were encouraged to consider the questions from wide-ranging viewpoints. Richard has worked at Nottingham Trent University for 4 years and holds senior fellowship with the Higher Education Academy. It gives me great pleasure to present the Vice-Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Teaching to Richard Machin. I now invite the stewards to bring forward the second group of graduands. Vice-Chancellor, the following have also qualified for awards from the School of Social Sciences. Jovan Atkins. Apologies, I should have said at the outset, this is for the Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in Youth Justice. Bethany Brigg. Francesca Commins. Aoife Finn. Macy Freeman. The next student also receives the prize for Best Research Project / Dissertation. Leonora Gardner. Harriet Gibbs. Olivia Gilmore. Charlotte Godley. The next student also receives the prize for excellence in academic achievement. Grace Gould. The next student also receives the prize for outstanding contribution to the student experience. Simone Hawley. Zoe Hornbrook. The next student also receives the prize for most enterprising achievement. Olivia Horn. Sophia Hussein. Lauren John. Chloe Lane. Natasha Legg. Jessica Martin. Cheyenne Minnow. Nikita Patel. Amy Relf. Nicole Singer. Abina Sithrora Dugaydon. Leanne Stock. Grace Sison. Nina Tricker. Tanya Vardin Cabello. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in Youth Studies. The next student also receives the prize for excellence in academic achievement. Dre Bayliss. The next student also receives the prize for Best Dissertation for Social Justice. Gemma Francis. Abigail Giffen. The next student also receives the prize for Outstanding Contribution to the Student Experience. Selena Michelle Phillips. Hannah Pritchard. Amy Richardson. Danielle Waldron. Alice Ward-Lewis. Foundation degree in arts, working with children, young people and families, Linda Huddard. Sophie Lewin. Kirsten Wilkinson. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in Health and Social Care, Sydney Leaflower. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in Politics and International Relations, Wesley Komonotugo. Bachelor of Laws degree with honours in Law with Business, Melissa Nihandozo. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Social Sciences and concludes the presentation of awards to graduate at this ceremony. In absentia Vice-Chancellor, I invite you to confer degrees on those graduates who have not been presented to you in person, but who have indicated that they wish their awards to be conferred in their absence. I certify that these graduates are worthy of their degrees, and I stand as proxy. Jodie Woodward, who earlier received a Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in Health and Social Care, will now propose the student vote of thanks.
Vice-Chancellor, Director of Marketing and Communications, Head of Learning and Teaching, distinguished guests, family, friends and fellow graduates. Thank you for joining us to celebrate the achievements of the class of 2022. It is my honour and privilege to have been asked to propose the vote of thanks. I think a lot of us can relate when I say I didn't think we'd get here in person. You may have taken way too many coffees from the Boots Starbucks, trying to get that essay in before we'd been procrastinating for weeks on end. Because before we knew it, it was Ocean Wednesday, and we all know it goes downhill from there. But we made it, and each and every one of you should be proud of yourselves. I know I am, whether I know you personally or not. The fact we have made it here to receive our degrees is a clear testament to our ability to persevere in the face of, uncertainty, a key requirement in any workplace and in any line of work. Thanks, COVID-19, you gave us a positive amongst the year and a half of lectures with bad internet connection and a sea of turned off cameras. I would also like to give thanks to every single member of teaching staff and university staff for their guidance over the past 3 years. You were committed to our academic success. You cared for our mental health amongst periods of high stress, when you were going through your own tough periods as well. You really are incredible people, and these words don't even scratch the surface on how amazing each and every one of you are. A thank you to the NTSU staff for enabling us to get our hair down as much as possible and make up for lost time over the past year. And also, kudos to you for getting the student union cleared after a Saturday night. I don't know how you do it. Also, thanks to our families, friends and loved ones who have supported us through our studies. NTU, it may sound cheesy, and I'm sure for others, you taught me the importance of pushing myself out of my comfort zone and to go after whatever I set my mind to, no matter what anybody else thought of me. Public speaking was my biggest fear before university. I would avoid it at all costs. I would barely put my hand up in class out of fear of ridicule or getting an answer wrong. If you told me 3 years ago at 18 that I'd be standing in front of you all today, I would have laughed at you. I wouldn't say boo to a goose. I'm grateful for all of the skills that I've been taught. My family probably wouldn't agree. They can't get a word in edgeways anymore. But very quickly I realised something. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks of you. Our experiences have led us to be well-rounded, determined and incredible individuals. We are the next generation of nurses, social workers, physiotherapists, educational professionals, police. I could go on, but I'm sure we'd all rather be drinking those press ceremony refreshments. No doubt we deserve them. Thank you.
Class of 2022, I want to add my congratulations to those of Emma and wish you every success for your future. And it is fantastic to be able to share this day with you and your nearest and dearest in this magnificent university hall. Thank you, Jodie, for that very accomplished vote of thanks. I'm sure it's appreciated and resonated with your peers. And, you know, great universities need great people. Clearly, Richard, you're one of those great people. Thank you for your contribution to NTU. We have 60 ceremonies over the course of 13 days. And this is absolutely true. I always look out for the one that's social work and youth studies, because I allocate who presides at which ceremonies, and I always put this one for me first. Because you are always the liveliest group of both graduates and guests. What I do say is, please don't schedule them just after lunch. There's a lot of emotions, actually, in this group as well. So today, uniquely, we had both laughter and tears. We had someone dance onto stage and someone whoop from the stage. I mean, you've made the space your own, which is fantastic. I'll come back to that in a few minutes and actually do something else as well. It was also great to see some of our first graduates from Mansfield come across the stage. Great to see you here, and particularly good luck to you in your future careers. Students are the beating heart of our university and in many ways of this city. And your contributions didn't just come in your lecture theatres, your studios. You undertook placements that made local organisations more effective. You took NTU to the top 10 in the University Sports League for the first time ever. We were 9th this year. And you ran societies linked to your subjects. And you made the Global Lounge the vibrant place that is known to be around the world. You helped young children with their reading in local schools. You volunteered at food banks. And when it was possible to do so, you contributed generously to the nighttime economy of the city. You undertook countless other activities to the societies of our brilliant Students' Union. Where would Nottingham be without you? And although you've now graduated, you are members of our global NTU family, a worldwide community of over 250,000 alumni, and our doors will always be open to you. Have a look at our website for further details. In particular, look at the employability team website. For the next 3 years, we want to carry on supporting you with your careers as they unfold. If you want to offer support, go to the employability team and have a look at their website. And in time, consider how you could help future generations of students, as alumni will have helped you through work placements, mentoring, interviews, whatever it might be. When the time comes, and this is a quite sincere request from me personally, could you complete the graduate outcomes survey? It'll arrive in about 14 months' time. It's quite long and it's quite dull, but could you get to the end? Be really appreciated, because if you don't get to the end, it doesn't count. So we appreciate that in advance. But that is the future. Because this is my last ceremony, there's a few people I want to thank on behalf of myself. who've been working throughout all 58 so far and ultimately 60 ceremonies. And of course, those of us who were in the fancy dress are conspicuous, but there's lots of people who are not who make these things happen. All the stewards and all the staff in Academic Registry and events team, thank you very much for all your work over the last, well, 2.5 weeks. Thank you to the security staff, to the hygiene technicians who do the cleaning, the sound engineer at the back there in the booth, making sure you can all hear us, to the catering staff you're about to meet, and all those who organised the academic gowns and various award winners such as Richard. I've shaken hands with something like 2,500 students in the course of the last few days. And for the first time ever, this is a serious achievement. Every student who's stood there, who's walked across, has the name of the person read out. That is a fantastic achievement when you're dealing with 2,500 people, particularly students who sometimes, let's face it, you can get things a bit confused. So thanks, Stuart. You've done an amazing job. I'd like everyone to join and thank you particularly for the great work you've done. Thank you. In a moment, it's time to enjoy your success with the celebratory refreshments to which Jodie referred over in the Newton building. I might regret this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I think you're the liveliest bunch, and we do encourage each of our ceremonies to take a moment towards the end to make as much noise as they want to celebrate their success. I'm going to regret this. When I say now. So I can say this now as I get towards the end of the 60. There is in fact a small competition between the people who preside over which ceremony is going to make the most noise. I always win because I always get you. And that's not a coincidence. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to stay seated while the processional music is played as we leave the hall, the academic party and the graduates. If guests can stay seated. I haven't thanked the band. The ensemble, as I should probably call them, they're going to play the same 2 tunes 60 times in 13 days. And I reckon by day 13, they finally nailed it. Thanks, guys. They're going to hear those tunes in their sleep for weeks, aren't they? So if you could stay seated while they play the music, that would be great. And we'll leave the hall with my colleagues and the graduates. So it's been a great ceremony. Thank you very much for your enthusiasm, making the space your own. I declare this graduation ceremony closed.